we asked Lynch all kind of stuff. Obviously, we asked him about Brian Griese. Why did Brian Griese leave? And Lynch was very clear. He said he signed a 3-year deal. He always told us he didn't want to do coaching. He might want to step away from coaching, and did. Now, when asked, is he like retiring forever from coaching? Lynch was real clear. The answer is no. He's stepping away for a while and may come back. So hard to really interpret that. It could mean that he's burnt out. If you don't know, being an assistant coach is really, really hard. You get to the facility around 6. You leave the facility after dinner. You're when you're not in the facility, it's always dark. You spend all your daylight inside in meetings, and the only daylight you get is at practice. And 1 year of that is hard, and you don't get paid that much. It's not like I'm sure you get paid a lot more to be an announcer like you used to be. So you take a pay cut, you work crazy hours, you have a family you don't get to see very much. And then your contract expires. So maybe he's just burnt out, or maybe, in order for him to be away from his family, he would need to be paid more, and the Niners weren't going to give him an extension. I don't know. Or maybe the 49ers felt like, it was an experiment. We gave you 3 years. You did some good stuff with Brock early on, but it's not like Brock got better under Brian Griese, and it's not like Brian Griese is a long-term coach. He hasn't been doing this very long. He played the position, but he doesn't work his way up as a coach. He doesn't have a long track record of developing young quarterbacks. And if the Niners are a little concerned about Brock's trajectory, maybe it just works out like, hey, Brian, I think it's a good time for you to go spend some time with your family because we're going to go in a different direction. Now, they replaced Brian Griese with Mick Lombardi, who has been an offensive coordinator. That's good. He also played Little League with me growing up. That's also good. That shows you that he's athletic, because not everyone could play North Oakland Little League. No, everyone could play North Oakland. That's actually a lie. Everyone could play that. But he was in the league. I was in the league. That says a lot. I don't think he's ever played quarterback, though. But I don't know. That's my thing with Kyle. It's like, nothing against Mick Lombardi. I know the guy's a good guy. And he's very smart. And he might be the best man for the job. He might be. But once again, you have a quarterback coach who has no track record of developing quarterbacks. You have the ultimate running back coach. Bobby Turner has the ultimate track record of developing running backs. You have an offensive line coach who can develop players, a defensive line coach who can develop players, a linebackers coach who can develop players. Like, all these guys have background and a resume of players that they've improved. And you don't have that at quarterback. Nothing against Mick Lombardi. He's more of a scheme guy. He's a big picture guy, and that's great. He can help game. He's been an offensive coordinator, but in terms of like the mechanics of throwing and footwork and all those things, it'd be nice if Kyle knew someone. It'd be nice if his dad knew someone who really was like the Bobby Turner equivalent at quarterback coach. But he doesn't. And so he brings in guys who were former players or former coordinators, and that's great. But if they're concerned about Brock Purdy's development, I'm not sure that Mick Lombardi is going to be the one who puts him back on the right trajectory. Maybe he will be. And I'm sure it's not that easy to go find a quarterback coach who's got a great history of developing quarterbacks, because that guy's going to be very valuable, and maybe not even a quarterback coach. He'd probably be a head coach. But I don't think the Niners lose much with Brian Griese leaving. I'm not really sure what he brought to the team. So, Brian, good luck. Alan from Cole says, hey, Grant, welcome to Indy. It would be an honor if I can buy you some lunch. All right. Well, thanks, Alan. I always like a free lunch. So, yes, let's do it.